Jay Silva reporting in downtown Royal Oak. I'm here for the Arts Beats and Eats announcement. Stay tuned for interviews with Oakland County Executive Al Brooks Patterson, festival producer John Witz, and Royal Oak's mayor.
The numbers of artist groups that are up almost double. The restaurants, we're going to have new and fresh restaurants from all over the area that have not participated in the past. It is so much excitement that we brought back Arts du Jour, which is the premiere on Thursday, the 26th of September. I mean, it's just going to be a lot of fun, and we look forward to expanding the program, expanding the charities who are going to benefit from Arts Beats and Eats. It's over Labor Day weekend, so it'll be August 26th, it'll be Arts du Jour down here.
Moving from Pontiac to Royal Oak, can you talk about the benefits there?
Well, I think people like a fresh venue. We were in Pontiac for a dozen years. It got more expensive to do business there, so we're looking around for where we can strike a better deal in this economy. Royal Oak was clearly an opportunity for us that we took advantage of. But they could not be more hospitable. They work with us, and I think we're going to turn out a bigger and better program than ever before.
Today we had an announcement about the arts and all that, so it's going to be a lot more than in the past.
I'm sorry?
More arts activities than in the past?
We're going to have more art activities, emphasis on the arts, part of the arts. We've got more bands, more sound stations, that's the Beats. And of course, restaurants are coming in all over the place. So we've just expanded the whole program, and I'm sure the public will enjoy it.
Now, the main stage acts used to be on the Phoenix stage. Now, where are they going to be this year?
No, they're going to have to build a stage over here, I believe, on 4th. And it's going to be in the same kind of an arrangement to be the largest stage we have down here with a big open area for the visitors and spectators to come in and enjoy the music.
Is there going to be a lot of space for people to park their cars? Because I know it might be a little bit tough here.
I'm sorry?
For parking, is that going to be an issue?
It's going to be an issue because the crowd's going to be so big. So we encourage people to come early. The parking will be publicized in the newspapers in advance. But we're going to take up every available space in the Royal Oak. There's no question about that.
How do you feel hosting Arts Beats and Eats this year? Because last year it was in Pontiac.
Oh, we're excited. I mean, we think Royal Oak's a natural place for an event like that to be because we're all about Arts, Beats, and Eats. I mean, we're all about food and arts and music. So I think to me, it's a perfect fit.
So we're inside the Royal Oak Music Theater now. There's going to be some activities here. Now, where are the other music stages going to be?
Well, yeah, there'll be acts here inside the theater, and then there's going to be stages set up outside. As John mentioned, there's going to be one right in front of the theater here, but the main stage will be at the south end of downtown at the big parking lot near Main Street and 7th Street. That's where we'll set up the main stage, but all the little finger streets that run off will have a little stage on them.
Now, is parking going to be a problem?
No, we're working on the details right now. We're going to have to do some off-site parking and some shuttling. It's the only way we're going to do it with the kind of people we're expecting. But we're getting all those ducks in a row right now. So I expect it to be all worked out by the time we get there.
Now, how much is this going to benefit the city with the more people coming down here?
Well, it's going to be exposure for the city, exposure for our merchants. Anytime you do an event like this, that's what you want to do is get new people into your community to see what you've got to offer. So, I mean, that's where it is for us. You know, the real cash beneficiaries are all the nonprofits and the charities that are as John named today.
All right. Any other comments on this year's Arts Beats and Eats?
No, we're just excited. You know, mark your calendar, save a day, come down and see it.
So how is this year's festival different from last year?
Well, one of the things we announced today was all of our community initiatives. More than 60 charities will be tied into the entry of the festival, receiving money from the selling of food, of beverage. There'll be arts organizations showcased and health and wellness initiatives, and we're excited about getting those messages out. They're important ones.
Would you say there will be more artists than last year?
Well, more bands, 200 entertainment acts compared to about 150, so that's growing by 33%. 10 stages, 54 restaurants instead of 44, so more food. And the amount of artists will be in the 150 space range, similar to where we've been last year.
So there's a $3 admission fee, correct?
There is $3 admission fee, and 13 local charities share in a portion of that. So that money is going to go to a good cause and give the festival some money just in case they need it too. So.
Now, is parking going to be a problem here? Parking?
We're working on solving the parking issues. We've acquired 9,000 spaces, and we want to get 12,000. And I think parking is a little bit of an issue, but we're continuing to work to solve it. So.
I was talking to the mayor, and he said there might be like a shuttle set up. Now, would that be from like the zoo or the state fair, or what part of areas?
Well, we're working on that. Hazel Park Racetrack is a possibility on the south, and Royal Oak High School and Royal Oak Middle School on the north. But there'll be 2 shuttles, a north and a south shuttle for sure.
Now, when are the bands going to be announced?
August 4th is our announcement for that.
Any other comments today?
Just keep checking out artsbeatseats.com. The stories, the news keeps coming as we start building for our first visit to Royal Oak.